In this video, we explore the topic of empathy and why is it an important building block for psychological safety. To explain this topic, I would like to share the metaphor that we use for psychological safety. And the metaphor we use is the one of a map. And on the map, we find land, a boat, and water. So on the land, we're in our comfort zone, we feel safe. When we step out of our comfort zone, we step on the boat, into our learning zone. This might feel uncomfortable or maybe a little bit stressed, but it can also feel exciting. When we fall out of our boat into the water, we get into a place of overwhelm. This is a place where we are no longer as successful. When we talk about psychological safety, we are not talking about staying on the land with your team at all times. On the contrary, what we're talking about is feeling safe enough to take that risk, to get on that boat with the team. And maybe even take a risk that you fall out of the boat into the water and trust that as a team you'll be able to get back on shore. So how is empathy an important building block of building that psychologically safe environment? Our first step to build that safe environment is our self-support system. This means we have to know first where we are ourselves on this map. Am I on land, on the boat, or on the water in this topic? Am I okay to be there, and what do I need to have this conversation? Sometimes that can take just a few moments, and sometimes maybe we want to have this conversation another day. So then our second step comes in of empathy. In our metaphor, the symbol we use for empathy is the looking glass. So you can imagine the looking glass is to find out where is this other person on the map. Is this person on the land, on the boat, or in the water? The looking glass is for only one eye, so the other eye can continuously keep an eye on ourselves. So we are still giving ourselves what we need and finding out where is the other person. So we're really trying to put ourselves in the other person's shoes. So how do we do that, this step of empathy? We could do this by observing the behavior of our colleague or a team member. Maybe they've been making more mistakes than usual. Maybe you see them feeling tensed, or maybe even being aggressive at some times. If you see any behavior that you're not used to, you might consider they're in the water at the moment. Obviously, observing is one way to find out. Another very important way is asking questions. How are you? How are you feeling? What is going on? So, if you don't really understand yet where this other person is coming from, that means you haven't asked enough questions. When leaders practice with this step of empathy, often what they come back with is the insight that they need to ask even more questions that they're already asking. So empathy is really finding out where is this person coming from? And then you're ready for the next two building blocks of trust and support.